Hello everyone, this is how to play chess and everything that you need to know about it. Star Trek edition. Let's get started. Since this version of chess is based off of Star Trek, the characters obviously are from Star Trek. For example, the black and white pawns being two different enterprises, or the black and white kings being Captain Picard. Back to the tutorial. To distinguish which of these pieces are white and which are black, you have to look at the color of the base. The pieces that belong to the white set have a golden base. The ones that belong to the black set, of course, have a black base. Now for the individual pieces. As stated before, the pawns are enterprises. The rooks, also known as castles, are the character Worf. The knight, or the horse, is the character Riker. The bishop is the character Data. As also stated before, the king is Captain Picard. And finally, the queen is Dr. Crusher. And now for the rules and the goal of this game. In chess, there are 32 pieces in total, each player being assigned 16. The goal of the game is to kill the other player's king, therefore being assigned 1 point or 1 victory to the player who won. You must move the pieces within the chessboard. You cannot go any further. You have got to follow and you have to acknowledge every chess piece's movement and use it to win the game. This is a crucial rule, do not forget it. The player who starts moving is the player who has the white set. And now for each chess piece's movement. Let's start with the pawn. When you start the game, you've got two choices. You can either move a pawn forward by 1 square, or you can move it forward by 2 squares. Remember, it's a one-time use only ability. The pawn always moves forward and only by 1 block, except for when it's ready to kill another chess piece. When the pawn has to kill, it only moves forward diagonally by 1 square. Now for the rook. The rook can move forward, backward, to the sides, and that's it. It cannot move diagonally. It's also the same moveset when you have to kill the other player's pawn, or whatever other chess piece it has. The knight, or the horse. The knight moves in a sort of L shape, moving 4 squares in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can also do it to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or backward. When the knight has to kill, it only kills a chess piece that is at the end of its move. For example, or the bishop. The bishop can only move diagonally. Same rule for when it has to kill. The queen. The queen can move in whatever direction, being forward, backward, to the sides, or diagonally. As many squares as you want. Of course, as long as it is inside the chessboard. Just like many other pieces, it's the same rule for killing. It can kill forward, backward, to the side, or diagonally. And finally, the most important chess piece of all, the king. The king has more or less the same moveset as the queen. The only difference is it can only move one square at a time. Same exact moveset as when you kill the other player's chess piece. Extra rules of the game. If a player's pawn arrives to the other side of the chessboard, they get to decide one thing. If the queen of that player is dead, that pawn sort of exchanges his own life to become the queen. But if that player's queen is still alive, they get to become any other chess piece. Of course, this rule doesn't count for the king. There's one last rule to remember. The queen always goes in her color. The king always goes in the opposite of his color. You can now play chess, if, of course, you paid attention during this video. Of course, if you do not trust this video, feel free to ask any trusted adult or expert chess player for any rules. You can now start a battle at any time you want. Or as a wise man once said, engage. See you all on the next one. I hope you have a good day.